Hello everyone and welcome to Road America on ChampCar.live. It is the Frozen Rotors Winter Classic for the Champ Car Endurance Series, presented by RVA Graphics and Wraps. Paul Veltum, Bill Strong, Doc Waldrop, and Tiffany Alexander with you, calling the race all weekend long. We are queued up for another exciting 8-hour race today. With nearly 80 teams here this weekend at Road America, located in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Day 1 brought rain, sleet, and snow as temperatures dipped into the 30s and winds eclipsed 25 miles per hour. It was chilly, and all the teams and Champ Car staff agreed they loved it. Today's forecast, high of 48, low of 32 with a 10% chance of rain. We're just about ready to get started. Doc Waldrop, good morning, sir. How are you? Well, let me get you unmuted.
Better I wouldn't be the FNG guy now, would I?
I love
this is true.
Yeah.
So, a pretty exciting day of racing yesterday. We got another 8 hours today. What was your takeaway from day 1, Mr. Waldrop?
It was much like we expected. I think the weather played a huge part in the results. I looked for more of the same racing today, but different, as it were. We had a number of teams that ran up front early. They all, not all of them, but several of them had problems that they just couldn't overcome. They dropped out of the running, as it were. Particularly Crank Anchors Racing. They were running strong at the beginning of the race. Had an incident on track, and then while they were repairing the right front, they also discovered that their right rear trailing arm was not doing very well. So they replaced that. I expect them to do well today. Ergo Labs, they were out early with problems, still on that new build for Jerry. Let's see, who else? I think today's weather will play more into the hands of cone crushers. We saw Premium Dudes do well today. Nathan reviewed one of their PU passing under yellows, and he said that was a totally legitimate call. And you look at it, if they hadn't had those 2 passing under yellows, I think they could have come home with the win. Although JSK ran awfully strong yesterday. They led most of the race, had quite a duel with Spartan Racing in that A-Class 318. So Ludicrous ran well all day yesterday, and thank goodness their camera stayed up most of the day, so we had something to watch out on track. Two Brothers had a nice finish in that 190E Mercedes. Look for them again today. I'm still going to stick with Cone Crushers. I think that's the team to beat maybe today, but they're going to have some tough competition. Like I said, I expect Premium Dudes and Crank Anchors to run up front like they did yesterday, and those are both very stout cars. They know this track well. So the JSK did, however, deliver on their promise that this is their 4th straight year they've had a car take the overall win. So we'll see how it goes today.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I did talk to Tyler a little bit just to get an idea on how things were going with that car after they had contact with the wall. And he said they had to replace the rear subframe somehow. I don't know how you do that, but he said that was the mission that they had to accomplish over the evening. And well, they've got the car out there, so it looks like they've got things sorted out. Whatever it is that they needed to do to get that car back out there, they've done it.
That had to be a miserable job. I mean, working in the cold and wet and wind, it just blows. There's nothing good to be said about it. Your fingers
blows snow on you.
Yeah. I mean, your fingers, anything you touch on metal is cold. You brush your knuckle against something, it's going to bleed. So, and working underneath the car, out in the paddock, there's no garages there, I don't believe, that they had access to. I'm not sure of that.
I don't think so. I think they were just having to rough it.
Yeah.
And so
that had to have been a miserable experience. But as we all know, Tyler isn't going to give up.
Right.
No, not likely.
Nope, not likely at all.
Yeah, it was rough for those guys. We were talking to during the interviews too. We talked to JSK. They had contact with the Maserati that was out there, and they said, we just they're looking forward to today. And we talked to Spartan Racing. They said, we asked them, what are they going to do to be strong for tomorrow? And they said, we're just going to have to figure it out.
Yeah,
we're not sure. We're going to figure it out tonight. And so we talked to Premium Dudes, and they said, yeah, we're not gonna have penalties tomorrow.
right.
So we're gonna be a little more careful out there on the racetrack. And
yeah, I mean, that really killed them. When you look at JSK completed 135 laps, Spartan Dudes 135 laps, and there's Premium Dudes in third with 133 laps. So you take away those 2 penalties for passing under yellow, they're right there.
Right. Well, it's true, so it's talked to 2 brothers, and they said, we're just going to run our own race. So that's their plan for the race.
It'll be interesting to see how Landshark does. That was the team that was totally off my radar, finished 4th yesterday in that A-Class Honda Civic. They were also on the same lap as Premium Dudes. I don't know what happened to them during the race, but it looked like an error-free race out of